Hey guys, it's Jason
and Deanna.
We were on just a little bit of an adventure today. We were actually headed to Walmart, and I had the bright idea of going riding around just a little bit, just right in our county here in Virginia. And anyway, we were just kind of goofing off, riding on some back roads, and we live near the Blue Ridge Mountains, probably about 20 miles away from them. And anyway, we saw this little dirt road or gravel road that said Jefferson National Forest, pointing to it. And so we shot up the road. I was assuming that it went right straight to the parkway. Well, this road was pretty treacherous coming all the way up through, and I wasn't on a pickup. We on a little Ford Explorer, and it's done fine. But my goodness, it's been an adventure. It's something we weren't expecting. I'll put it that way.
Very scary.
So we might film a little bit of it coming back down, because the crazy thing is, we got all the way to the parkway, and I hadn't looked. The parkway may have been closed, may have been blocked off, the Blue Ridge Parkway, if I didn't say that earlier. But anyway, it was a gate at the end of this gravel road, like 20 feet from the parkway. So we having to turn around and go all the way back down this mountain. So here we go.
So we will let you see some of the things that we got to experience on the way up. Quite scary, very bumpy, very rocky, very high up. So we'll show you.
Very fun though.
Quite rocky. All these little big rocks in the middle of the road. Try not to go too fast.
Old Papa Tire.
Trees on the side of the mountain. And then that's how far down it is.
Right big rock right there.
Goodness.
Somewhere down here, these rocks in the road are really bad. They could pop a tire. I think it's after we go past this waterfall is where it gets really bad at.
Has anybody else been out and about and just riding around and then get yourself into an adventure, if you want to call it? We have done that quite a few times, but nothing quite like this.
And in fact, that it's the middle of the winter. That's why the gate was closed. And this road starts out, with some houses and stuff beside it, on each side of it. And it's not a private road. It's a regular, it's a state road, believe it or not, and state maintained road. Anyway, but it got into a little more than we bargained for. Once we passed this waterfall, the grade is rather steep going down beside a creek, and I'm a little bit concerned about it going back down. If you get to sliding, which hopefully I won't, that could be a major problem. We're getting ready to go down the hill to the turn where the waterfall is at. And it's pretty rocky right here, but not as bad as it was in some other places. Actually, this might be just as bad right here.
Yeah, it looks like we're going less than a mile an hour.
And have not seen any wildlife the whole way. I guess the bear are hibernating. I reckon they hibernate in Virginia, this part of Virginia, anyway. Sometimes, I guess, anyhow. But here's a little waterfall that we thought was rather pretty. Beautiful sound. All right, we're going down this steep incline. The road is basically following the little creek that the waterfall was on. It's up quite a bit higher than the creek. I hope that tree hasn't fallen, Deanna, that was leaning across the road.
Yes, that would be terrible.
Since I don't have my chainsaw with me. Here's some of the rocky. Maybe we done went from the Appalachian Mountains to the Rocky Mountains. I kind of done felt like I was on a non-paved version of the $1 Million Highway in Colorado.
Because you're right next to the cliff.
Oh my goodness, that's rough. What kind of tires is on this, Deanna? Do you remember?
I do not remember. Hopefully ones that won't be popped.
I think maybe, I don't know. I can't remember what kind of tires we've got on here. Oh, here comes that tree. It ain't fell yet.
Hopefully it'll stay.
It's a big old poplar tree. It's done uprooted. Looked like it grew on a big rock pile. Of course, it's all rocks up here. And it's done fell and lodged into a chestnut oak tree. A chestnut oak tree. So, thank goodness it hadn't fallen.
Okay.
All right, we're back to civilization.
Praise the Lord.
That's a pretty little little spot right there. Here comes somebody behind us, Deanna. Now, where in the world did they come from?
Really? Like, where did they come from? There was nowhere to come from.
That is weird.
There's the creek. How pretty it is. And there's somebody behind us that we don't know where they came from.
I mean, there was nowhere for them to come from.
Because the gate was closed.
I guess it had to be somewhere for them to come from,
but we don't know where they came from.
But it was immediately after we passed right around that house, the first house we had gotten back to, that we were wondering when we went up the mountain how they get to their house, because they had a gate, and it was, the crossing across the creek. Something was wrong with it. We thought maybe, well, they must have some other way.
Well, maybe that was the other way.
I don't know.
What is that thing all the way over there?
I don't know. I smell the brakes on this vehicle. Yeah, I see smoke coming out. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what that is. I mean, we like way down the mountain, not even close to the bottom of the mountain, in the middle of nowhere. And it's a really big old tank looking thing with rivets. It looks like holding it together around the edge of it. And I don't know what it is, but it's big. When I say big, I'm talking about from here, it looks like it's probably 5 or 6 foot tall if I was standing beside it. And a little campfire thing right there.
If any of you have any ideas what that could be, leave a comment.
I'm thinking now, Deanna, actually, that might have been something that was pulled behind the bulldozer. That you filled up with sand or something, or water, and it rolled on the ground to compact the ground, and it might have got away.
And they couldn't get it?
Yeah, and they couldn't get it. I don't know for sure. It's just my hypothesis.
Well, we have gotten down towards the end, well, I guess, but it's a lot smoother, and we're not on the side of a cliff anymore, so we'll see. Hopefully there's nobody waiting for us at the end.
All right, we done finally made it to the end, which means we'll be back on pavement.
There's a stop sign. Woohoo! Well, we have made it off the mountain. We are on pavement. We are headed to Bedford. So that was quite interesting. What do you think, Jason?
Yeah, it was quite interesting. A lot about it I wasn't expecting. That is an absolute fact.
Well, you guys have a great day, and we will talk to you soon.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Bye. Hey guys, so here's a little update about our adventure that we had yesterday. When we got home, I googled Overstreet Creek, because that was the name of the creek that we were riding beside, and I found on the website onxmaps.com that this is actually an off-roading trail to be able to get to some Overstreet Creek Falls, like that goes along with the waterfall that we saw, that you could see off of the road. So it was quite interesting. It says that the technical rating is easy if you have a higher clearance vehicle. I mean, we were in a Ford Explorer, so we were up a little bit, but not nearly as high as you know, an off-roading vehicle and stuff. It's a total of 4.3 miles, and it says that the creek that we were driving beside climbs from just over 1,300 feet in elevation to 3,250 feet, so 3,250 feet, where it meets the Blue Ridge Parkway. We saw the Blue Ridge Parkway, we just couldn't get to it because the gate was closed. But yeah, it says the 4-mile long route is mostly gravel, but some of the steep sections include larger rocks. I will definitely have to agree with that. So at least now we know what we were on. It was quite interesting. So hope you guys have a great day. Bye.